Okay. So, Eliana, this it's going to be recording, and I need your confirmation that you're aware about it
Yes.
and you agree. Okay, thank you. So, let's talk about it, about what's bothering you right now. Just give me
Yes,
the
in
idea.
general, I think I don't want to call it fear of like not getting things done. It's mainly like I know that I can do so much, but then I, I just don't start.
Don't stop. Mm-hmm.
And I have identified because I have been doing some work. I do have identified like I have a lot of fear. And the fear doesn't come of like fearing to like fail or anything like that. It's more about like, I want to make sure like my husband is on board. I want to make sure that if I'm doing something that, he also agrees. And like in general, like it's going to be workable where I don't just focus on the business and go back to having the same issues I had before with work.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess that's mainly what stuck by me. But I do need to kind of just get started. I just don't know
Mm-hmm.
how.
Okay. Can I ask you, you mentioned that you had issues with work before, and you're afraid
Yes.
that it will show up in your new
Yeah, like not having
venture.
like enough time, for example, to do everything. Like I'm a mom,
Mm-hmm.
I have to take time to do household things and all that. And it's kind of like when I'm at work, I can only focus on work.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of like I left work now and I want to start a business, but when you start a business, it's basically you need to devote yourself the first couple of years, which is like any other business. But then it's like I want to find something or I want to organize myself in how can I have a balance. Like now I'm starting to do like a 4 day work week. Like if I'm working on my projects, I only work with them like for 4 days so that I can organize myself in
Mm-hmm.
getting things done within those 4 days. Um, but it's been very hard because I stopped working in June. I was supposed to start working on my business like in September, but here we are in March and I'm still planning.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So basically, the biggest issue is fear that it will repeat itself,
Yeah.
that you will not have time enough for the family, for yourself, right?
Yes. That's one of the biggest
Mm-hmm.
things.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, besides that, I also want my husband to be on board and like he always have supported me. I just want him to understand the reasoning behind also of why I want to do these things. But
Mm-hmm.
it seems like I guess I have to speak out more about it, of my plans and things like that. And I think that's also holding me back because I don't put everything on the table. Basically, if I don't get on the same page with my husband, then I'm afraid to start anything.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And at this point, how does it look? He's not aware of your plans. Like you afraid to talk to him about it? Like what's
No, not really. It's just like, yes, I'm always saying that I'm going to talk to him about it. And again, it's just like about taking the time to having the conversation, say, hey, I'm ready to start this business and this is how it's going to work and this is the support I need and all that kind of stuff. It's just I haven't done it either. And I don't even know why.
Mhm. And you notice you started to talk about it and you started to like
Yes.
experiencing this
Yeah.
this, like coughing or
And
whatever.
I have to say it's all within me. It's like I have to like work on my mindset as well because I'm
Mm-hmm.
pretty sure that the day I decide to like, okay, put everything on the table. I mean, I've always done everything I plan to do. I've always done it and I have no problems after I get it done. But it's just like the whole planning session. Like I think I spend too much time planning without executing and also the right communication with who I need to have the communication with.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So what can I ask you, what's stopping you to talk to the husband?
There's always other priorities. There's always the kids. There's always something we got to get done. There's always like we don't have time now. He works a lot as well.
Mm-hmm.
There's always something else. But for me, it's like, well, I'm running out of time because obviously I've been home now 6 months and plus since last June. It's going to be about a year now. And it's kind of like
Mm-hmm.
I have done not much.
Mm-hmm.
When I was craving time before, now I have the time, but I'm not
Mm-hmm.
prioritizing what I'm supposed to be prioritizing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Can I ask you, like, you you are spending your time on the other things, or like you are postponing
I
the
think,
this conversation.
yeah, I think there's been so many other priorities. Like last year, also, one of the also the reasons why I left my work is because my son got into an accident.
Mm-hmm.
And before I started like to kind of figuring out like how we were gonna get through it, I just said, okay, I'm just gonna quit my job and take care of him. That's what I did.
Mm-hmm.
So during the summer, I was spending time with my son, taking him to therapies and things like that. And then after that, things he went back to school and things were starting getting back to normal. But then I just didn't find like the motivation to like, okay, now it's the time for you to get started and get things aligned so that you can get things done with what I want to do. Because it
Mm-hmm.
seems like there's always something else.
Mm-hmm.
But time is going by, so I really need to first have the conversation with my husband on what the plans are for the rest of the year and how I'm going to start working on this business.
Okay, let's talk about this, about business, not about the last year, but about
Nah,
now.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, so can you imagine that you are approaching your husband with a plan, or at least with the plan to talk? How does it feel?
Think I can do it.
Okay, what do you feel inside? Like you decided, you have a plan, you have like speech, you
Yes.
are like you are approaching, like you are planning what's going on. Like it's like, the actually thing, like think about it. At what point you start to have these feelings of like hesitation?
Yes. Because I feel like sometimes he just doesn't think like things are gonna work out. And he'll be like, you're wasting your time, or he doesn't understand what I really want to do and why I'm doing it, like those type of things. And I think that's why I'm apprehensive about it. Because I just don't want to
Mhm.
hear that negativity from coming from him.
So you expecting this negativity even before you start talking about it.
Yes.
Okay. When you expecting this negativity, how does it make you feel?
I don't like it.
Hmm. You just don't even want to start.
Yes.
Mhm. And if you put it in perspective, that okay, you expecting negativity, it leads to the situation that you are not even starting this.
Yeah.
Then you said it's going to be June, and it's going to be a year since you left your job. How does it feel?
That I wasted my time.
You're wasting your time, and it makes you feel what? Like angry, sad,
All
depressed.
together. All together. Definitely.
Hmm. So, from husband, do you need like support of his time, money, like, or just emotional support
I
that
just think
he's
I'm
with
a
you?
mixture, a mixture of everything because I before I do anything, like I want to make sure we are on the same page. We run a household, we have 3 kids, we have a kid going to college. Like there's a lot of things that it's like a domino effect,
Hmm.
basically. And I want to make sure I'm making the right decisions, that we are in the same goal mind align so that I'm not just, saying, oh, I'm going to put this business now, not talking to him about it. It may, you know, make a course something that I'm not aware that he's thinking. So I just want to make sure that we're on the same page.
Hmm. So basically, expecting him to be negative about it, you are not doing anything.
Yeah, I think that's I think that's what the major thing is. I
And
also I also don't like no's. Like I
mm-hmm,
know if I decide to do anything, I know I could do it. And that's
mm-hmm,
always been my motto, that's always been my mentality.
mm-hmm,
And I just stay away from like the no's.
mm-hmm. Why is it so important for you that knowing yourself, you know that you can do it, but you need somebody's approval?
Yeah, I was thinking about that too recently because I just have become like this. I wasn't like this before because I've done so many things.
Mm,
Like I've made decisions for myself. Like I've always, if I take a job that I need to travel, I travel. Like if I took a new job, I never had to ask. Like I've always did my own decisions. But now
mm-hmm,
lately, it's been like I'm looking to communicate better, basically
mm-hmm.
in general.
And when you were making your own decisions, uh,
It causes problem
what was it bad?
sometimes.
Mm-hmm,
Sometimes definitely it causes sometimes not agreeing, sometimes I don't really think the full picture of how it can affect. Like before, it was a little different because I had my mom who used to help a
mm-hmm,
lot with the kids, but my mom is no longer here.
mm-hmm,
So it becomes it had become challenger challenging. Even though my kids are adults now, they
mm-hmm,
still depend on us, and it's kind of in general where I really need to think more about my decisions.
mm-hmm.
I guess
About you.
as I get older, I think I've been getting like this. Like I really need to, before I decide anything, I really need to make sure that as a family we are aligned.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. But but at the same time, the more you like you just said that the adults, the
Yes,
your kids and adults now, but you still like even right now you even more put yourself in the position that you need to take care of them, even though they're adults.
yes, which is another bad thing that I need to work on.
Hmm. Because the more you do understand that the more you
Yeah,
take care of them, the longer they will stay in this dependency.
yeah, that I have
Hmm.
learned. I mean, I have three of my kids. One of them is very independent, like very like we don't he doesn't need anything from us. Um, and he had teach me that that's how it's supposed to be.
Hmm.
But now it's like I still have to put my little one to college. He still has to learn like being out there. And I think like what I really want is like really to be able to focus and balance my family life with everything that I'm doing. Because before I was always away from my work.
Hmm.
And I guess that's now it's a little late because they're adult, but I still want to have that.
Hmm. So you want to compensate what you didn't
Yes,
do?
probably
Hmm.
that's what it is. Now that I'm talking to you about it, I'm realizing that.
Hmm. But you still want to do it
Yeah,
because eventually they will grow older even more,
yes.
and you will need to entertain yourself.
I know. This is why I need to get busy because that's one of the things too that I want to focus on my business because since my little one is going to college, I'm gonna have all this time in my hand. My husband is always
Hmm.
working. I now decided to be home, so I want to be able to find something that will fulfill my time, but at the
Hmm.
same time still be able to manage like other time, like to live life as well.
Hmm. Do you think it's possible to start a
Oh,
business at the same
definitely.
time?
I think so. Definitely. I think
Hmm.
so.
Hmm. Okay, so to summarize all of this, you want to manage everything, right? Your family, like all of these tasks that you prioritizing right now. Plus, you want to start something new. Maybe not like moving very fast, but you know,
Slowly, yes.
slowly but steadily.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. And when you think about it from this perspective, that you are not just diving into this like the whole the whole body in,
Yes.
how does it feel?
I get excited actually to really even think about it that I'm able now, obviously, because I'm changing, like
Mm-hmm.
not having to work full time. I can have time to take care of myself because that's another thing. It is a
Mm-hmm.
full-time job to take care of ourselves.
Yeah.
Where before I didn't think about it that way. You know, I was fine not sleeping. I was okay not eating till like late at night. Like I was fine with that. Now it's not like that. Now I need to exercise, I need to eat properly, I need to make sure I even drink water throughout the day. Like it is definitely like a job to take care of ourselves. So I want to be able to do that and be able to have my business and be able to still manage everything else that I need to manage, like being there for my kids, being there for my husband, cooking, cleaning, keeping up with the house, all that.
Mm-hmm.
It is definitely a lot.
Plus keep doing what you planned.
Yes.
Yeah, but from this perspective, that you are not like 100% diving into this and leaving everything behind, does it feel different that you were looking at this before? Like even approaching your husband with this idea, it put it in the perspective that I will leave everything behind me and I will dive into this new adventure. For me, maybe I'm mistaken. For me, it feels different.
It is. It is. It is totally
Mm-hmm.
different because like I have to say like before like when I'm talking about like 10 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
anytime I wanted to do something, I went and did it and then came back to say, "Oh, this is what I'm
Mm-hmm.
doing." Where it was not really the right thing to do because I think like the communication gap became a problem eventually.
Mm-hmm.
But and I also always put a lot of responsibility, like with the kids. My mom, my parents were here taking care of them,
Mm-hmm.
and then I really didn't pay no mind to like our house. Like I didn't do much, so it was kind of like for me when I see it now, I totally understand that it was not the right thing to do, but of course, I could have done it differently and still work and still balance like different things because I know a lot of people
Mm-hmm.
that do it. Um, it was just like a total like choices and priorities at that time.
Mm-hmm. But you also need to like give yourself um, a break. That was the way you could do it.
Yes,
That's how
yes,
it worked for you back then.
yes.
Right now, you look at this differently, but back then, that's how it works for you. Worked for you.
Yeah. And I had a support system. I have to say, I had a really good support system. So I was able to always have a good job. I was able to have, I was in my career in my same company for 24 years. And I was able
Mm-hmm.
to do everything I wanted to do when it comes to career wise. You know, I run stores, I travel the world, I did all these things. But I guess after my mom died, which is another thing that
Mm-hmm.
I still need to work through. Basically, that's when I started looking at life differently,
Mm-hmm.
basically, and
Mm-hmm.
really knowing and learning about like the priorities that we need
Mm-hmm.
to set in our lives. And basically, also after COVID, that's when it really hit me that
Mm-hmm.
nothing really matters. You don't take care of yourself. Like you really need to take care of yourself, really need to have the
Mm-hmm.
time to, you could still work and do the things that you want to do, but they are
Mm-hmm.
priorities in life. And it starts with like health, family, being good, and things like that.
Mm-hmm. It feels like you want to be that support system your mom's been for you, for your kids.
Yes, I think that's also um, what I really want to do.
Mm-hmm. Okay. We are going back to the business.
Yes.
And right now, when you're thinking about approaching your husband with your plans, but maybe from a little bit different perspective, like angle, Does it feel that he will still say no?
Um, I really don't know, but the at the end of the day, I don't think I'm looking for a yes or a no. I
Mm-hmm.
just want the awareness to be there
Mm-hmm.
and the support, basically.
Mm-hmm. And when you think about it now, about starting a business, about, is it still like hesitance, fear, or something changed?
I think this timing, it's a little bit more clear what I need to do. Just need to have the conversation, and I need to
Mm-hmm.
really have my plan, and I really need to start just executing
Okay. Okay.
what I need to do because I know what I need to do.
Okay. That's the most important thing.
Definitely.
Yeah. So let's tap. As I understood, you aware a little bit. There are
Mm-hmm.
different ways of tapping. That what we will do, we will tap on 4 points between the eyebrows, on the side of the eye,
Mm-hmm.
under the eye, and under the collarbone,
Okay.
like half of inch down from the collarbone. There's like deepenings.
Okay.
And it doesn't matter how you will feel, what fingers you will use, doesn't matter.
Okay.
Just slightly tap the same uh, how you tap on your phone,
Okay.
not harder, like slightly tap.
Okay.
This 4 points. And one more thing that I want you to do is think about happy happy moment in your life when you felt very like happy, content. Like how do you want to feel? Like think, how do you want to feel about
Yeah.
your business? What do you want to feel?
I really want to feel good that I can share with others and help other people,
Mhm.
that they can find this balance and
So
have it have their family, have their businesses, have their careers, and really take care of themselves.
mhm. So think about some event, situation that really gave you that feeling back then, like happiness, content, confidence. Do you know this?
Yeah, I
Can you
have a
think
couple
about
of
something?
those. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, then think about one, like choose one and just close your eyes and go there. Just
Mm,
imagine that you are there and feel all of those feelings. Don't tap yet. Don't tap.
mm,
Don't tap. Just think about it. Just think about it. See what you saw, feel what you felt, hear what you heard. Notice everything that made this event or situation so special and gave you all of these emotions. And on the peak of these emotions, grab your wrist, grab your wrist with another hand. Mhm. Take a deep breath, blow it out, and choose the word. Maybe peace, maybe happiness, maybe um, confidence. Like what word do you choose?
yes, happiness.
Happiness. Okay. And then let go of your wrist and open your eyes. Okay. How does it feel?
I was there. I was in that moment.
Did you feel all of this?
Yes, yes,
Like you felt it. It feels like I felt it because I have all
yes,
these goosebumps all over me.
yes.
Okay. Okay. So now we will do another thing. Imagine hot air balloon with a basket.
Those are my favorites.
That's your favorite?
Yes.
I know it. I just knew it.
They are my favorite.
But now we will use it for something different. Imagine that all of your fears, all of your doubts, all of your, like things that got in the way for you to move forward with your ideas, with your plans. It's some substance, like something, you know, and you put it to the basket. Put it to the basket. Whatever it is, emotions, physical sensations, thoughts, Everything that you like, you're playing, and then like, uh, not the right time. Put to the basket. Put to the basket everything that you want to let go, everything that prevents you to move forward, to go with the floor and go with your ideas forward. Put to the basket. Imagine that it's just some stuff, some substance that you don't need anymore. Can you do it?
Yes.
Okay. And then you untie everything that holds this basket on the ground. You untie these ropes, remove hooks, on the ground, whatever holds it.
Right.
And you let it go. This happy balloon with the basket starts to go up. Do you see it?
I feel it.
You feel it?
Yeah.
So it's going up. It's
Yes.
above you. It's going up, and the higher it goes, the smaller it becomes. Do you see it?
Yeah.
Okay. And now just repeat after me what I will say. I will tap, and you just repeat after me. Okay? I release and let go.
I release and let
Tap,
go.
tap,
Mm-hmm.
and repeat after me. I release and let go
I release and let go.
all my sadnesses.
All
On
my
the side of the
sadness.
eye, on the side of it. I release and let go
I release and let go.
all my fears.
All my fears.
Under the eye, emotional traumas.
Emotional traumas.
Under the collarbone, dramas.
Traumas.
Anger,
Angers.
resentment,
Resentment.
guilt,
Guilt.
shame,
Shame.
judgment,
Judgment.
abandonment,
Abandonment.
betrayal,
Betrayal.
helplessness,
Helplessness.
hopelessness,
Openness.
feeling of no control,
Taken out control.
rejection,
Rejection.
and everything else
And everything else
that prevents me
that prevents me
from moving forward,
from moving forward.
whatever it is,
Whatever it is.
however I feel it.
However I feel it.
I can let it go.
I can let it go.
Slowly,
Maybe.
carefully,
Carefully.
with love
With love
and appreciation
and appreciation
towards myself
towards myself.
for everything I've been through.
Everything I've been through.
I'm letting it go.
I'm letting it go.
All stories and situations
All stories of situations
that affect my decisions
that affect my decisions
and stop me
and stop me
from moving forward.
from moving forward.
All fears,
All fears,
anxiety,
anxiety,
sadnesses,
sadnesses.
I'm letting it go.
I'm letting it go.
It's all in the past.
All in the past.
It happened
It happened
and it's over.
and it's over.
And maybe,
And maybe,
just maybe,
just maybe,
it's time to let it go.
it's time to let it go.
It's safe to let it go.
It's safe to let it go.
And I'm letting it go now.
I'm going to let it go now.
It's safe.
It's safe.
I am safe.
I'm safe.
Now grab your wrist, take a deep breath, blow it out, and go to that story that you saw before when you grabbed your wrist, to the happy moment, and imagine it again. Think about it. Feel it all the way. Notice everything that made this situation, event so special for you. Feel it. And whenever you're ready, take a deep breath Slow it out. Say what happiness and let
Wow,
go of the rest. Mm-hmm.
somebody's leaving.
Mm-hmm. How do you feel?
Really light.
Mm-hmm. Think about your plans now. You were planning to move forward with your idea. You left your company in June. You were planning to move forward with your ideas in September, but life happened, you know. What about now? How does it feel now?
Feel like I'm ready.
Ready? Hey, then think about the husband. You need to approach him.
Yes, and I
How
have the
does it
courage
feel?
to do that.
You have the courage?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Can you imagine you like getting ready to talk to him? How does it feel now? Like, do you expect him to say something that will discourage you, or you know how to do it?
I think I'll be fine doing it.
Okay, let's practice it. You don't need to say anything out loud. I just want you to imagine it.
Mm,
Just close your eyes and imagine that you are doing it. You are approaching him and start to talk about it and see his reaction, and you're communicating and how it goes.
think I'm ready for it.
What did he say?
That I've always done whatever I want to do, and that it's fine to just go ahead.
Mm-hmm. How does it feel?
I'm good.
That's good. So when are you planning to start?
Tonight.
Tonight? Sounds good.
Definitely tonight to get those things out of the way so that I can just get started.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything else like you feel that still in a wait, you know, for you to move forward? Like maybe something else, like let's say from 0 to 100 in percentage, right? How ready you are to
I can
move.
say I'm like a 7
7 out of 10.
out of 10. Yes.
Okay, okay. What's the remaining three?
I just have to figure out like logistically, like how to make it work.
Uh-huh.
Where I'm gonna do, I started like yesterday, I went to visit a co-working space so that I can go out and work because that's another thing. Like when I'm home, it's really hard for me to work from home. Like even
Mm-hmm.
on my projects, like yes, I can do some of the work at home, but then I get distracted. If I have to cook or have to do
Mm-hmm.
something, it just gets all like crazy.
Yeah.
But then now I looked into like a co-working space where I can go and work. So I'm trying to organize myself which days I would do that. So that I can actually work on my projects outside, and then that way I can just come home and do what I need to do at home.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, and I went yesterday already to check it out. So it took me a long
Mm-hmm.
time to decide that. But yesterday I went to check it out, and now I
Mm-hmm.
have something, a convenient place that I can go and I can have time to come back and do what I need to do.
Okay. Anything else?
Um, no, I guess I just need to get started.
Okay. But you said it's 7 out of 10.
Oh, yes. I guess I would need to figure out, well, that part is figure out. I also need to have like work on like the financial aspect to organize some of my financials and
Mm-hmm.
then be super clear that yes, I have the the availability to like use any money that I could use to invest it into my business. But I want to
Mm-hmm.
make sure that it's I want to see like the whole picture, like
Mm-hmm.
of where we are right now. If I pull this to for my business, how we will be and how would I get it back and things like that. Like I guess more just having that clear picture financially
Mm-hmm.
before I go ahead and invest in anything
Mm-hmm.
else. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's like the second thing I need to like get done as soon as possible.
Mm-hmm. So it's not like some doubts, it's more that like what I have to do
Yes.
in order to go with the
Yes.
plan.
Yes,
It's part of
exactly.
the plan, basically.
Exactly. It's part of the plan. Yes.
Anything there that's like, oh no, like maybe not today, maybe in a week, or maybe in a month. Like that, that's in a feeling that, maybe tomorrow.
No, I think I just need to really now it's a little bit more clear in my head of what exactly I need to do.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, I just need to do it. Speak to my husband, get my financials in place, and then go ahead and start executing my plan.
Sounds wonderful.
Those are the three major steps that I need that are holding me back that I just need to have done.
For me, it sounds like a plan. And you start today.
Yes, start definitely.
Yeah, that's amazing. And I'm very
Great.
I'm very glad that you are here and that
I'm
we
glad that
resolved
we
this
had this
issue.
conversation. I'm glad that we did have this conversation, definitely.
Me too. Me too. So I wish you luck with your business.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Okay. So have a great day.
Thank you so much. We'll definitely keep in touch.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Definitely. Yes.
Take care. Bye
Bye,
bye.
Liana.
Bye bye.